Hi, people. Is Nettie. Okay, now I want to talk about the primaries. It was a joke, total joke, but we're not laughing. The people of Puerto Rico is not laughing on this. It was Sunday. They do it Sunday, and I went to how you call it to vote, which I voted for PLVC, and it was okay. I thought we were all doing good, you know. So I also asked this guy, one of the workers there. They were talking about um, going to, the people who cannot go out to vote. Um, they could go into their house and, they could vote at home. So, oh, sorry. So, I tell her, hey, mister, I'm sorry to be so nosy, but what I want to know is, what does it, do you have to be in bed? Because they call it bedridden. So if you call it bedridden, what I think is for people who only is bedridden, that they can't move from bed. But then he told me, no, 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 it's not bedridden. Anybody who's disabled that has a problem could apply for it, and they'll come to your house, and you don't have to move from your house. I said, yeah, that's what I'm asking, because it's very hard for me to get into the car. After I had my sepsis, I got very weak, so I can't get into the car. It's very hard. So he told me, you qualify. You in a wheelchair. You got your age. You got your age. So, yes, just call, well, they call it la Comisión Estatal de Elecciones. So I do not know how to translate that in English. But that's where you call for everything that has to do with voting, getting house votes, if you're far away, all that stuff. They handle all that case. So, I'm planning to do it before November, because I want them to come over here. It's much easier for me, you know. And I had a friend that didn't go to vote, even though she was going to vote for Pierre Lisi. But we all knew that everybody was gonna vote for him. But that's not the problem. The problem is that something funny happened. What happened? There was no papers. Some schools were closed, and from what we learned later on, it should have been done like it was in the States. If they have to leave it to 11, 12 o'clock at night and, get everybody to vote, they'll do it. Here they say, okay, so we don't have nothing. We're not going to wait for the papers. Let's go home. There was at least where I was going, the Popular Party, they all had their thing. They were good. The PNP Party also was good. There was no problems with papers or anything. So now this is all in court, because to me, I think this was a scam. Because PLVC, everybody was saying all over the radio, it's PLVC, it's PLVC, it's PLVC, We don't want the governor that we have now. There's many reasons, One day she says one thing, the next day she says something else. It's like, how you call it, at the beginning when she got there, she was saying, no, they asked her, are you going to fight for statehood? No, that's not my thinking. I'm just going to help the people of Puerto Rico. That's it, until the next election. Because she took it when they threw out Rosselló. So that was another embarrassment. Yes. But we all told the people, hey, there's too many things going on with the woman. She might be a nice woman, but no. Why? Okay, she said no. And she said no, that she wasn't going to go for election. That's not her thing. She's just covering up the time that is left of Rosselló. So, okay. Um, then she decides to go to become a governor. So she says, now we gotta fight for statehood. Woo! Yeah. I don't believe her. Because if I talk and say I'm from statehood, why would I vote for the Popular Party? You know, or anything like that. That looks kind of fishy. Because people is never gonna believe I'm how you call it, I'm a PNP. They're gonna think I'm a PPD, which is the Popular Party. I'm a New Progressive Party, which is the statehooders. Why I'm fighting so much for the statehooders? Because it's not fair. We are all here. Anybody who is born in Puerto Rico is a Puerto Rican, but it's a United States. But they don't have nationality. There's no such thing as Puerto Rican citizen. You know, they're Puerto Rican because they were born in Puerto Rico. That's about it. But they are American citizen. Anybody who is born in Puerto Rico is American citizen. I think we are the only American citizens that we are colony. We don't have the same rights. We had commissioner there. You know, that she is good. We voting for her too. She had fought for Puerto Rico this 4 years. You know, because a lot of things they don't want to give it to Puerto Rico. So what she has to do, she has to get a couple of senators and all that stuff, you know, to help her out because she don't have no vote. You know, so she gotta have to, you know, compromise with the rest and, you know, see who will be on her side. Thank God that Pierluisi was there too. So them both fought for Puerto Rico. So, and I don't want to vote for her because she has issues with the FBI. So, not with the FBI, with the justice here in Puerto Rico. So there's some issues there that they gave the complaint, and she tried to obstruct it by kicking the one who gave the complaint, and got a new lawyer, and told her to go over there and take it out. She said she didn't. But hello, how she knew about it? Who told her to go over there and do it? How you call it? The people that works with them don't do whatever they want. That's not how it goes. When they do something, it's because the governors sent them to. That's how I see it. That's how it's always been. So we don't want to go through all that again, you know, through the issues of, you know, that they kick her out again and this and that. You know, they kick her like they did Rosselló. Rosselló wasn't because of any crime he did or anything. It was just, how you call it, a little childish thing. You know, they had into this chat. They started bugging out on everybody and all this and all that. It was something dumb, you know. So they should have gave him a warning not to do that again. But they didn't. Everybody got up, kicked him out, and now we're worse. You know, Galicia used to move around. If he had to go to Washington, he was there. If he had to talk to the people, he was there. You know, it was just that mistake he did. Because you can't trust nobody here if you're a governor. You have to act like a governor. Or else they'll take that out and publicize it and have the people go, and we got to get him out. You know. So, saying this, the court has the papers. The court has everything. What she wants to do is to eliminate what we did Sunday and restart again. I don't think so. Because that's invading our right to vote. I was watching what Roxana said. She's a lawyer, a real good lawyer. So she's been helping, you know, the people. What would be their rights? You know, they can't do that, this and that, and they're gonna protest it if it's such a thing that happens. Because I don't think it's fair. I did my best. I got up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I only had slept 2 hours. and took a bath, got dressed, and went over there. And I really wasn't feeling too good because I had a shoulder problem. But I went, and I voted, like any citizen. And then they're going to tell me, hey, your vote ain't worth nothing? We're going to start all over from day one? What happens to, this was computerized, the special papers. They cost more. We're a poor island. Well, the people. Because the government, shoot, they are rich. I think they get more money than, how you call it, than the people out in the States. How does that happen? I don't know. But the people here are screwed, They don't have nothing for, I don't see anything that helps you as a disabled. When you see that they talking, and we're going to do this, and we're going to do that, and we're going to do this, I think in my head, hey, when are they going to say what they're going to do for the disabled? We got kids disabled that they had to leave to the state. Their parents didn't want to move out to the state, but they did it. Because there's no quality. As, like me, when I started school, a bus used to come and pick me up, and it used to take me to school and bring me back. When I got into high school, it was the same way. Take me to school and bring me back. No problems. They always were there, as long as you were there in time outside. But since I always lived in the first floor, I would tell them, look, if you don't see me, just ring, because sometime in the wintertime you're not gonna sit up there, So they would honk their horn, and then I would come out. I'd go out the window. I'd be right there, and then I used to go out. So that's why I got educated. My mother could work. She was working, and there was no problem. As simple as that. But here, they don't have much of that stuff. I never seen a bus with a lift. I don't know if they do have it or not. But the kids ain't getting it. because how you call it? I see a lot of kids that have left to the state because of that. So it's bad, And I think that as American citizens, we are. Why should be treated as bad as we're getting treated? We should be a state with representatives to help us out. Why do you think that everybody is screwed here? Look, it's just raining, right? You see there, it rained a little bit, all that. Thank God this area don't flood. But there's no light. There is no light. I woke up because I was hot because I had left the fan on during the night. But it gets very hot here. So I wake up and I feel so sweaty and this and that. And I see what happened to the fan? Did it broke? So I look at my telephone. My telephone is by light. And when I see it, there's no light. I said, oh no. So I had to take out my cellular. I'm not worried that I'm wasting the battery because I got a charger, and it charges this cellular 2 times. So that's cool. And I got it full. So I'm going to cut it here. But I imagine you have seen it through all CNN. They probably made fun of us like usually they do. But I ask these guys to pray for Puerto Rico. There's a lot of people who are going through bad time, especially the elderlies. The elderlies don't find people who could help them out. So I have a friend that I try to help her whenever I can, get somebody to go and get her something, because she can't go out and she's alone. So, I call her constantly and I tell her, okay, so some fulano is going over there to get the money so you could you could have what you need, and stuff like that. There's this elderly here. There's hardly little kids, but they ain't hardly teenagers no more. They all move on because they got married or whatever. And so it's not like before. I remember when the there was a storm. There was no water, no light, and I would give a quarter to these kids. They used to go out there, right out there. There's a lake, and in that lake it was nice and clean. It was clear, crystal water. And we drank from that water, because there was no water. Everybody stole the water. So I used to have to boil the water for my daughter because she was only 3 months. So it was okay, you know. Now I got a filter, so now I don't have to worry about you know. So the kids would go running for that quarter. They would go 4 times, 5 times. They would get like $1. Some of them would get $2, you know. So at that time, it was a lot of money for them. Now you give them a quarter. What? That's all you're going to give? So, people, keep praying for Puerto Rico. Please share this, because I want people in the States to know that they have an island. An island that a lot of people over there don't even know. They don't even know that Puerto Rico belongs to them, and they don't even know where the heck is Puerto Rico at. What is Puerto Rico? And I want them in the States to know, everybody, that Puerto Rico is a United States. It's from the United States, and we all are American citizens. The only difference between the American citizen here in Puerto Rico is a law, is not how you call it, constitutional, like mine's is. I was born in Brooklyn, so mine's is constitutional. And it's very risky, because why did they make it constitutional? What, if they're going to give the independence, they're just going to say, okay, people, now you're all Puerto Ricans. You got the citizens of Puerto Rico. So, we're gone. Bye. So we don't want that. We want to protect our kids. We want to protect our grandkids, because I think if they want to take it, it's a law. A law could be taken. Even though they say, no, might not do that, Yeah, right. If they didn't put it constitutional, that means that that's something they got under their sleeve. The day they give independence to Puerto Rico, they're going to take the citizenship away. That's what's going to happen, And what's going to happen? All these vultures, like these people, like Venezuela, like if Maduro will be there, or I don't know, whoever is there that is bad, he's going to try and push themselves into Puerto Rico and say, okay, now this is mine, now you do what I say. Give me your house, give me this, give me that. That's why if anything like that happened, I'm moving back to the States. I just leave the house and tell my daughter, if you don't want to go, live it. And if you do want to go, you let me know, because we could present our American citizenship to your side. And besides, my husband was military. So what happens now? He's a military, but he ain't getting paid. He got retired, but he ain't getting paid because of the dumb things they do here. So now we have to wait another 2 years for him to start getting paid from the military. He always said that, I wish I would have stood in the Marines. He used to be a Marine. And then he came a National Guard here and it screwed up. So that's what they do to the, how you call it, Puerto Ricans. They're born in the States too. Not all of them, but some of them are pretty bad. That's why I got my voice here in Puerto Rico. I was never used to have voice. That's why when I started, I used to say, and this is my flower, and this is that. And my son used to tell me, hey, stop that. Do it right. So, saying this, God bless you all. Until next time. Bye-bye.